All right, so now we have finished chapter 2, and in chapter 2, we meet some new characters. So we meet Cherry and Marcia, and we hear a little bit about Sylvia and Steve's cousin and some other girls. One of my favorite scenes in this book is the scene where Cherry dumps her Coke in Dallas's face. That really always makes me feel really proud of her about how strong she is. So one thing you can be writing about in our discussion this week is how girls are portrayed in this book versus boys. And there are different girls who are portrayed different ways, but I think that's a really interesting thing to look at, especially in chapter 2 when we hear a lot about girls. And we'll be seeing and hearing less about girls throughout the rest of the book. So kind of take a feminist perspective on chapter 2. The discussion prompt in your packet is, what can you determine about Johnny's character based on the story he tells about getting jumped? So we learn a lot about Johnny in chapter 2 and the way he acts. So what character traits does Johnny have? What do we know about the type of person he is based on this experience we learned about him getting jumped by the Socias? In what ways was getting jumped by the Socias more affecting to Johnny than the enduring violence he endured at home? The enduring violence at home. So Johnny gets beat up by his dad pretty regularly, but Ponyboy tells us that getting jumped by the Socias was a little different. So go back and reread and see if you can find out why getting jumped by the Socias was different than the way he gets beat up by his dad. And the last part of the question is, why do you think Ponyboy says Johnny could take getting killed, but not getting scared? How is getting killed different from getting scared, and why would be getting killed better than that? What do you think? Of course, you do not have to answer these questions. You could just talk about what you think about the chapter or any questions you have. Don't forget that I'd really like to hear your opinion on the girls in chapter 2 and what's going on with the way that they're portrayed. And I will be reading with you guys again on Monday.